From the bottom of the sea
Fresh caught Alaskan king crab.
to the top of your dish.
Wow.
Seafood means serious fun at the Kodiak Crab Festival and the sizzling seafood cook-off.
This is my lovely starfish tiara.
10 contestants compete for top honors as the best seafood chef in Kodiak, Alaska. Kate and Steve Tyner present their Southwestern salmon salad.
I'd love to win. I think we have a recipe that could take it.
And Rod and Lori Murdoch give the competition a serious fight with mango chutney and blackened halibut.
If I win, I'll probably flip out.
So, all hands on deck. It's time for the Kodiak Crab Festival and Seafood Cook-Off.
I've never done anything like this in my life.
Welcome to Kodiak.
Isn't that beautiful?
Next on All American Festivals.
Oh, man.
All right. Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to All American Festivals. I'm Jim O'Connor. You ever have a craving for king crab? Or a fancy for fresh fish? Or how about a hankering for halibut? Well, in Kodiak, Alaska, they just love the stuff. And every year, the residents of this remote fishing village celebrate seafood at the Kodiak Crab Festival and Seafood Cook-Off.
Welcome to Kodiak, Alaska.
Sandwiched between towering mountains and a raging sea, the tiny town of Kodiak, Alaska is home to around 10,000 hard-working inhabitants. It's one of the largest fishing ports in America, and every year, town folks celebrate their seafaring heritage with a special seafood festival.
We're celebrating seafood and crab, but we're also celebrating the fishing industry. It's a symbiotic relationship between food and fun.
At the festival, you can get just about anything.
Crustaceans.
From king crab to halibut tacos to simple sushi.
People really look forward to this. This is one big event they have here where everybody can come together, meet with a lot of friends, meet with their family, make new friends, and eat.
The wide variety of food makes choosing a favorite a little complicated.
Halibut, deep-fried halibut and beer batter.
One local luxury is fish and chips.
Fresh Kodiak halibut, fresh off the boat.
And I like some of the crab fancy dishes.
Come and get your fresh Alaska king crab, $15.
Sweet, succulent, butter-dripping crab legs.
Isn't that beautiful?
They're cooked right on the pier by the folks who catch them.
It's the Kodiak theme. It's my crab hat. Keeps me in the right mood to do the cooking.
And crab lovers are drawn in for a taste of Kodiak's best.
Tastes great. Been a long time since I had king crab.
And I like scallops. Oh, I love scallops. I can't say halibut's my favorite. I like it all.
While most locals love eating seafood, some prefer cooking it. Lori Murdoch's mango chutney and blackened halibut is one of the entries in this year's Seafood Cook-Off. 32 Kodiak cooks submitted recipes to the contest, and 10 contestants were picked to prepare their dishes for the judges. Lori's been practicing for weeks and plans to burn the competition.
Well, I always burn the bread. You know, I've burned through pots, and I've made cast iron weep.
For the chutney, Lori cuts fresh mangoes and cooks them with dried cranberries, vinegar, brown sugar, and spices.
And it was my mother who said, "Oh, you should put dry mustard in it." And I said, "Okay, Mom, if you say I should do it, I will." And it turned out real good.
Lori's mom is 83 years old and still teaches high school kids how to cook.
If I win, I'll probably be very happy. I know my mother back in New Hampshire will be very proud. She's always been my inspiration to keep on working at it.
Outside, Lori's husband Rod prepares to grill the fish. He dredges hunks of halibut in their spicy Cajun rub.
Butter on there.
Then it's into the fire.
Yeehaw. clarified butter, and we are going to get with it.
Here we go. We're all finished. The name of our dish is Chut Butt, and it's the winning recipe.
Steve and Kate Tyner think their recipe's a winner too. It's called Southwestern Salmon Salad.
It's the first fish of the season. You know, after eating frozen, fish all winter, pull one of these up, and it's a party.
Before he fires up the grill, Steve cuts his filet into bite-sized pieces and spices them up.
Well, actually, the salmon's really sweet, so you got to use a little cayenne, a little cumin to, kind of balance that out.
While Steve tends the grill, Kate tosses the salad.
This is cabbage cilantro slaw.
She shreds the cabbage and adds cilantro leaves, spices, and a squeeze of lemon.
This is a cool and crispy bed that kind of offsets the hot and spicy of the salmon.
Salmon grilling in Kodiak is an art, and Alaskans like Steve just love it.
We grill all year long. Oh man, you get fresh air, you can look out over this great scenery. Sometimes a whale will go by, sometimes an eagle will come by. Makes you feel good to be alive up here. This is it, Southwest Alaska salmon salad. Wish us luck.
The contestants are ready to rumble with their seafood dishes. We're seeing some amazing recipes, and no doubt we'll see some more. So with all this delicious seafood, it's going to take some culinary genius to impress the judges and win first place. When we come back, meet the competition.
It's just a tried and true recipe that I've created over the years. That's my secret ingredient.
Plus, it's an Alaskan treat fit for a king.
And if you go hungry here, it's your own fault.
That's next on All American Festivals. Welcome back to All American Festivals. Considered by many as the last frontier, Alaska boasts bountiful seas full of wild salmon, giant halibut, and the prized Alaskan king crab. And every year, the fishing fleet in Kodiak celebrates its catch with a friendly seafood festival. As the festival steps into high gear, the people of Kodiak put on a drag race to see just who has the fastest bed in town. It's a good old hometown festival where everyone's as happy as a clam.
The food's excellent. You got to try it all.
Doesn't look like a hamburger.
While seafood is the main attraction, other dishes are just as popular.
This is a Bruin burger.
This hearty pocket is filled with hamburger meat, cheese, onions, and then deep fried.
This thing's sit down for, man.
Dough buoy on deck.
Named after a floating buoy, the dough buoy is made of deep fried dough and butter.
Just really warm and chewy and soft and sweet.
Some people like them more than others.
Nobody likes them more than I do. A lot of people like them, I just like them better.
Another sweet success is the festival's cultural cuisine.
We have Filipino food, we have Japanese food, so you can get sushi, dough buoys, crab, Spanish food, Mexican food. It's a gastronomical feast for everybody here.
This is a lumpia. It's a egg roll, deep fried. It's got lima beans, peas, ground sausage. Excellent.
But people come for this. It's the halibut and the crab.
Inside the crab shack, Dick Powell and his crew bag them, box them, or plate them up for crab calling customers.
Wow, that's big.
For 15 bucks, crab fans get 8 steaming hot legs. To make the task of mining the meat a little easier,
We supply scissors so they can just cut them. And it's kind of like cutting a thick paper. They come right out if you know how to do it. It's very easy.
for many, king crab legs have a salacious effect.
I had a guy come into the back of the booth the other day and told me he thought he'd died and went to heaven. I could just see butter running off his chin.
Every year, Dick and his crew serve up 6,000 pounds of this Aleutian Island delicacy.
This year, looks like we're probably going to run out before the festival's over. So, next year I guess we'll bring a few more.
Every year, more and more people come for the crab. It's a tradition that started with the first seafood social back in 1958.
We had one big king crab dinner. Everybody in town could come. They had king crab fixed every different way you could think of, all for $1.25 a person. Pretty good deal.
Today, more than 15,000 people flock to the festival, savoring all sorts of succulent seafood. It's a hometown favorite that now includes a spectacular seafood cook-off.
I made some avocado salmon patties and some grilled skewered teriyaki halibut cheeks.
This is black sea bass potato packages.
These recipes are anything but simple. They combine exotic ingredients in new and unusual ways.
Local halibut stuffed with a Dungeness crab souffle.
10 contestants were selected from 32 entries. Most have never competed in a cooking contest, and all are a little anxious.
My heart's beating really fast.
Before they turn in their dishes, contestants try to dazzle the judges with a fancy garnish. Donna Hurley hopes for the best with her mango king crab quesadillas.
She's gonna do wonderful.
I hope so. We came to win.
As the cook-off continues, more and more contestants arrive. Tana Hughes is making a family favorite, seafood verde burritos.
I'm a little nervous because I'm really not a cook. My husband is the cook in the family, so I just make food.
Tana's burritos have a surprise inside, halibut spiked with cayenne and hot sauce. Out in the parking lot, Lori Murdoch and her husband Rod make a fresh version of their mango chutney and blackened halibut. Ah, the smell of fresh cooked seafood is in the air, and the contestants at the cook-off are hoping to lure the judges with their mouth-watering dishes. Now, it's going to be a tough job for the judges and a nervous wait for the contestants. When we come back, we'll see just what those judges think.
Then we have a black sea bass potato pancake.
And witness a Kodiak tradition that'll have local fishermen floundering in fun. Next on All American Festivals. Welcome back to All American Festivals. I'm Jim O'Connor. The king crab is a true Alaskan treat. The harvest averages about 10 million pounds a year. Now, they can grow to be 5 feet long, weigh 20 pounds or more, and they can live for like 25 years. In Kodiak, Alaska, crab is king, and every year they celebrate at the top of the world with a friendly seafood festival.
Welcome to Kodiak. Welcome to the Crab Festival.
The festival starts with a popular downtown parade, including the local lawnmower brigade in search of a lawn. After the parade, festival goers gather at the water's edge for the annual survival suit race. A survival suit is a bulky piece of emergency clothing that fishermen use in case their ship sinks. It's designed to float and to keep a person warm in cold water. For the race, teams of 4 run to the water's edge, put on their suits, and swim to an inflatable raft. The fastest time wins.
It's fun to watch them because we see people doing backstrokes, front strokes, side strokes, anything they can do just to get to the boat.
As teams compete for top honors in the survival suit race, the seafood cook-off continues across the bay. Contestants drop off their culinary creations and dream of a win. Donna garnishes her mango king crab quesadillas with native Solomon berry flowers. When all the dishes are ready, the judging begins. 5 local judges with a passion for seafood score each dish in 5 categories: originality, health and nutrition, ingredients used, presentation, and of course, taste. With 100 people packed in like sardines, the judges pull out their clipboards and devour the dishes like a school of hungry sharks.
I'm looking for facial expressions, and they're pretty deadpan, so it's hard to tell. It's like, there's no smiling. Nobody's going, so who knows?
Everything's beautiful, and I think I'd rather be a judge next year than a contestant, to be honest with you.
They look like they're starting to gather together now and compare notes, so it won't be too much longer now, I hope. We'll see.
Oh, to be a judge. That looks like a real fun job, doesn't it? All that fresh cooked seafood looks incredible. Right now, though, the judges have a difficult decision to make. And as the contestants stand by and wait, it's anybody's game. When we come back, which team crosses the floating finish line first?
Gonna have a run for their money here.
And the judges come up with the cook-off winners.
First place in the first annual Wild About Kodiak Seafood Cook-Off.
Next on All American Festivals. Welcome back to All American Festivals. You know, Alaska is home to some incredible wildlife, but it's the seafood that's the real hidden treasure. At the Kodiak Crab Festival, 10 contestants are competing for top honors at the Seafood Cook-Off. In the rugged waters of Kodiak, Alaska, fishermen bring in the catch of the day. Today, they're unloading sea bass, and to seafood-loving fishermen, it's some of the best.
Rockfish, that's what we're producing right now. We sell all that fresh. It's the thing that's probably really good about it is it's got great, nice little flakes on it. So when you can saute it or broil it, it just falls apart really nice and flaky. And it's got a really light, tender taste to it. There's a mild taste.
To pick the freshest fish, let's use the advice of an expert.
Make sure the eyes are clear, the gills have a nice bright red color to them, the scales aren't flaking off so that the scales are intact, and then the meat feels nice and firm.
After the best fish are bought, it's off to the processing plant where experts cut, clean, trim, and box the fresh fillets faster than you can say delicious. And at the festival, fresh seafood is the only seafood you can get.
King crab sandwich.
Got them all dirty.
Fresh king crab. It's awesome.
While festival goers feast on crab legs and fish tacos, the survival suit race has come to an end. Teams of 4 have competed for the fastest time from start to finish. After the officials crunch the numbers, they declare a winner.
The winning team with 1 minute, 48 seconds are the rescue swimmers. Night Check, United States Coast Guard, AS Congratulations.
We're Coast Guard rescue swimmers. We're the guys that get to jump out of the helicopters and go save people. And the water's so cold, you got to have something like this on to survive. So this race is for fun, and also it teaches you how to get in and out quick, too.
The judges at the cooking contest are not as quick as the swimmers. They're taking their time, and it's a nerve-wracking wait for the contestants.
I'm nervous as all get out. You know, food's a personal thing. And I'm very nervous about whether everybody likes my food. I'm trying to be very calm.
Yeah, I've never done anything like this in my life. And just to sort of step out of my comfort zone.
When the judges enter, the awards begin.
Everybody had their own particular favorites, and I don't think that there was anything in here that we didn't like. Is that true? Would everybody agree on that one? The judging came out like this. In third place, Chutbutt, Laurie Murdoch. And in second place, 3 cheese mango king crab quesadilla, Donna Hurley. Now,
with a nervous crowd watching, the judges announced the grand prize winner.
Seafood Verde Burritos, Tana Hughes.
Tana's Seafood Verde Burritos prove a family favorite can win top honors.
We won first place in the first annual seafood cook-off of Kodiak. So, first place gift certificate from Island Seafood. So, I guess I'll be doing some more seafood dishes.
We placed. We got third place. Shut butts on the map.
Evidently, all the stars were aligned just perfectly today.
And in the land of the midnight sun, where the stars align and everyone has fun, the good times roll. And great seafood is always the catch of the day.
Thanks for coming.